Hey guys, good morning. Okay, let's get started with our day. One moment while I just finish up some other stuff. I'm finally getting ChatGPT to do what I need to do in the morning. So, give me 2 seconds on the setup. So weird. I wonder how you zoom the camera. Okay, so this morning we do not have too much news inside of the market. Again, this is going to be a very slow week in the markets, people. Reason being is we have a lot of stuff happening at the end of the week. Inside of the cryptocurrency markets and inside of the stock markets. We were talking about cryptocurrency yesterday on my meeting, so I got it in my head. Truth is that we usually will wait until we have some better news, like we're not gonna go and trade something because we feel like we need to make a trade. We talked about this inside of yesterday's lesson, right? So what did we talk about in yesterday's lesson? It's very important that everybody gets this down and gets it down pat. We talked in yesterday's lesson about the markets, about how important it is for people to understand that we as traders don't make trades because the markets are trading in a certain style. We trade what we see. And when we take away that sort of guessing game outside of the markets, then what ends up happening is we have a really solid trading plan that is profitable. That's the most important thing. If I had to give everybody in this video something that was important for me, at least, I would want you guys to be able to trade knowing that today I don't need to make a trade. Only reason I'm making a trade is because the markets are giving me a trade. That's it. That's all that there is. So all right, so let's do it. I might have to delete this video because I did put something on there I wasn't supposed to. That's crazy. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and get into it. I think we'll be fine because nobody's watching the video anyway. If anybody watches it later in the time, it will already have its password changed. So, okie dokie. Let me send out my daily stock market videos. Boom. Okay. Walter Bloomberg. First things first, guys, let's just take a look at the news inside of the markets. Shorts are looking good. Remember, I've been holding these shorts for a couple of days now. I said that I'm okay and I'm comfortable with where it's at. I'm going to take my profit down to the 62. If anything, actually, I'm going to separate this into a multi-buy setup. 50% will be targeted here. Where? 50%. There we go. Oh, here. This is what I want to hit then. 50%. And I want to take profit at 62 cents. 0.62. That's weird. Alright, so let's exit out of this first. Drag this down. Edit this to 700. Very good. Yep. Perfect. So that's going to take a half profit take order, or half of the order is going to take profit. Drag this down here to 300 and modify the order to be what? 806. That's right. Oh, that's acting a little weird. It's weird, I can't edit the amount here, so you can't actually have a multi-leg run. So in this case and scenario, what happens here, right? If you can't have a multi-leg run, you're gonna have to do this manually. I'm okay with the first take profit being here. I will watch it and monitor it. I'll have an alert set up on TradingView to have the profit being taken on that particular number, alert me, and then what I'll do is I'll set the second take profit. Okay, so it just has to have a little bit of manual play inside of it. MNQ. We talked about the markets on MNQ just about yesterday. Remember, I said it's chopping in between these zones. I said this, it's not really giving us too much of a play, but if it breaks above 25.89, that's what I said yesterday, I will be able to take some longs and I will have a little bit more confidence inside of the market. Remember, when we traded yesterday in the morning, we had all of this volatility in the morning, right? That came in and then just came in and died. Remember what I said yesterday as well. I said that the volume candles, when this one came in, right? I think it was at 10:30. This candle, I said the candles are just going to go down and be lower from here. From this point on, the volume candles are not going to kick in. And the only time it kicked in was at that 345 bell, the last 15 minutes in the market, but you can see we had flat, dead price action. It wasn't until 6:30, until the Asia session came in, and trading volume started to kick in because Asia does trade our markets as well. We are the strongest market in the world. So people, traders all around the world are going to trade futures market inside. Did it give us a huge bump up? No, I mean, it was trading between 100 points here and there, but even 100-point moves is a really good practice for a lot of traders. So when you get into the markets and start breaking down these tickers and want to make a good trade in the markets, after hours is a great place for people to make money. There is no doubt about that after hours can easily make you some good cheddar if you just pay attention. So with that being said, this trade gave us an 80-point move inside of the market. That's a phenomenal day for us. That's a phenomenal amount of money. I even heard it this morning. I think it went up above. Yep, it went above at 6 a.m. I heard my alarm go off, but I don't get up in the morning. If it's 6 in the morning, I'm not getting up to make a trade. There's no way. I have a rule, and my rule in trading is, if it's not during the hours of trading that I feel well rested, I haven't prayed, I haven't done my morning routine, I don't make a trade. I am very strict on that, and I'll say it to you guys a million times over again. I'm very strict on that, because the truth is that's more important to me than making money. That I'm in the right mindset before I come into here and making money inside of these markets, because I need to be, my head needs to be in the game. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some more levels for today. We talk about it every single day. Sometimes I make new levels, sometimes I don't, but considering here, this is how I know we need to make some new levels once we start getting into these pro trades, is we don't have any levels above here, right? So what happens when we hit these levels above and we have no trading data to go off of? Well, we would kind of be a little bit in the dark. So let's take advantage of the morning time that we have. Waking up early does in fact get us in a good trading position to trade the markets better, right? Kind of like the wick being there. That's one above. I kind of like the wick being here. That's two above. Let's get the price action a little bit closer if we can. Might not give us the money today. Let's try it there. I'll have to double check that one. The bottom of this wick. Not loving it there. I like it here though. Okay. And let's shoot for one down here. Checking our levels, go to the 15-minute time frame. Does this look solid? Yup, I like it. Going back, looking at the trading data, price seems to stop pretty concurrent with these levels. Yep. Cool. So that's our trading data for today. The levels are 25,130, 24,999. Just for shits and giggles, we'll make that a solid 25,000. 24,882, 75 cents. 24,287. So we have a long way up today, long way down. There's a lot of money to be made in between these levels. That's why these trading levels and support and resistance are very important. You do two above, two below every single morning. That also practice your XP points. What I mean by experience points is you can't get good at something unless you try it and to do it every single day and become proficient at it. So this is your proficiency test. Now what we do is we look at the tech stocks, right? We have Amazon that is trending sideways, right, at the moment. Apple is on a downtrend. I'm sorry, excuse me. It's trending sideways in between two levels after coming up. It kind of looks like a bearish or a bullish flag consolidation, but time will tell. I'm not taking a bias on that on Apple right now. The markets are pretty bearish right now, so this could just be fake volume. Sellers trying to let buyers think that they're in control and they're really not. Google, it is trading pretty sideways this morning. Tesla is trading pretty sideways. Nvidia is the only one that's kind of bullish. And Microsoft is coming out of a pretty deep sell-off. We're about halfway through that sell-off right now, so I wouldn't consider it bullish, but I would consider it mid-recovery. Meta sideways. It's been like that for a couple of days now. So again, markets are very, very, very unstable right now. Not a lot of great price action in the markets to give us confidence in either longs or shorts. This is important to find out before the market open. This will not be the story or the case when the market opens, but we now have a good idea and mentality of, okay, the markets are here, pay attention. We know you need to mark that down, and you can't remember it. That's important. You need to make sure that you have that inside of your head. So let's take a moment here to just relax. We don't need to do anything. If you need to go get your coffee, go get your coffee, go pray. And we're going to wait until the market open here to take some trades. Make myself another coffee real quick. Be right back. Very good. All right. So where are we with the market? Sorry, I needed to print out a bill for someone. There we go. Four minutes until market open. Market opens here in 1 minute. All right, market open. We trade the first. We don't trade the first 5 minutes. That's what we do. We wait. It's a nice bullish candle coming in for the first 5 minutes. Tech stocks are agreeing. All 7 are green. I like this. This is looking good. All right, guys, let's focus in here. End of 2-minute candle. Remember, we don't trade that first candle. We are just watching here. But it is strong, a strong bullish candle. We just want to let the froth settle here. We don't want to get into any active trades and then end up taking a loss because the markets change sentiment on us. looking strong. I mean, we're on a pretty much an uptrend right now. We're most likely going to hit this level at 287. Most likely. Let's get back to the multi-time frame setup. Reach and grab him. Reach and grab him. It's looking like a good trading day, guys. For real, for real. All right, first red candle is coming into the markets right now. Nothing to be scared of, but simply why we wait, right? What I'm going to wait for is to see if we come back down and retest that 9 EMA for an entry, right? That gives me credibility that I am not chasing a trend. The best entry would be to wait till it comes back and tests the 25,130 level. But Armand, how is it going to come back and test that level? Oh, it will. They can. And that would be your best entry point on this trade because you wouldn't be getting in on the froth. The froth setup was all of this volume that kicked in. Remember what happened yesterday on the 15-minute. All this volume kicked in, and then what happened? Huge red candle inside of the market. For those people who entered at the top here, they got wiped on a 50-point move, which could be detrimental to your trading profile. So we wait here. We could have continuation. Tech stocks are looking strong. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 right now, so it's very divided actually. So I regress. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double checking one more time. Nvidia is kind of up, but it's still battling this sideways price action. So we have red, 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 green, green. So it's half and half right now. Is that something that's good? Do you want to trade something like that? You have to ask yourself, you know, what kind of trading strategy do you have inside of the market, right? If that's something that works for you, that's fine. You know, you can trade that kind of setup. But what I would do is I would wait for the retest of a nearest level and then make my trade there. Trading in between levels is not really, it's not really all it's hyped up to be. Yes, you can make some money there. I am not saying that people don't do that. It's just not part of my trading setup per se. And that's it. Reach and grab him. Looks like we're going to probably hit this level, to be honest with you. Which is great. Faster it hits, faster we can make a trade. Getting close here, guys. Get ready. Set an alert here so you get alerted immediately when it hits. Set alert down here as well. It's a good practice to always get inside of these trades and set alerts very quickly. The market can make a huge change and you don't want to miss it. So that's near our two nearest levels. Getting close to the entry here. That's a huge bullish candle. I mean, this is great. We want to see this kind of recovery. But overall, what's the trend doing? We are in a sideways market. So this doesn't impress me because we're still trading within this range-bound price action. Very difficult to get excited about something like that. Okay, we're approaching the resistance level here. If you're inside of longs in this trade, there's really no reason for you to exit. Okay, that's the entry level for another resistance level. So if you were in longs here, maybe you want to take some profit. I want to see how price reacts here. We might get continuation. Price is looking very strong right now. The most important stocks are driving us. So we're driving. We're driving. Markets are looking super solid right now. approaching a resistance level. Look at those shorts coming in on Pippin. Very nice. That is a 40 point, 50 point move on the markets from our entry point. Above the EMAs, that's solid. It's looking solid here, guys. Like every single tech stock is looking bullish right now. Really liking this. We definitely might have continuation here. We might not get a pullback at all. We might just get that continuation, and that's okay too. Some people might have taken that trade. We talked it through as well. I said right at that 287 level, you could take longs. I taught you the process. Don't be scared to take your own trades. I would really, really want this, the test of the 9 EMA. We might not get it, but I mean, that would be my entry, my most natural entry for the markets today. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to really get it though. It does not look like it. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to keep pushing up. That's okay too. That is really, I love that. That's okay. The markets are going to give what it gives. Today it gave bullish price action. We talked it through. We're above the 9 EMAs. I've given you my methods. That's okay too. might get it here. We might get it here. We might get the retest. Staying patient. That's what I would really, really want to see. I'd want to see the retest of the now found support. And see what it's going to do there. And then I will make my trade, without a doubt. All right, am I worried that there's a red candle? No, I really want that red candle. I do. I really, really want that red candle to push it back down to that support. So I can see if we can break. I'm sorry, see if we can test, but not break the level. Everything is still looking pretty bullish. At least 7 out of the 8 tech stocks. This might happen quick. Very quickly. Okay, here we go. Remember, we're waiting for this test. We're staying patient on it. We already got a 70-point move on the markets. I don't understand how that got close to there. But all right. Nothing is indicating that we're getting a reversal. Just saying, just giving you guys a heads up. going to set my buy limit orders at 287. See if we get that test. Simply targeting a 50-point move in the market. Doesn't look like it though. Volume is strong. You see how I said we have to test that 9 EMA here on the 2-minute? So it did. It tested that 9 EMA. It came back all the way 60 points and then came back up 50 points. So that was a really good move there. You don't need to be making 100-point moves. Even just something where I planned out the retracement to the 9 EMA was a strong move, and I made it in just a couple of seconds. Now, granted, like I would have had to fill, and it did not fill. So that's a little bit annoying. Interesting price action for today. I'm still waiting patiently. I know I'm going to get my trade, but I gotta take it on my own terms here. that sucks. I had a trading account that I was doing, and I did not make the 30-day trading window. That's retarded. So what a way to waste 40 bucks. Oops. It's all good. It happens. It happens. All right, guys, we're an hour into the market. I'm going to leave it here for the day. I set my alerts. Obviously, I'm waiting for this retracement. I know it's going to hit. I just don't know when. I will keep my marked levels, and I will keep watching it until it hits this level exactly, and then I will make my trade, right? But good job today, everybody who showed up, everybody that did the work that they needed to do. And this is just what we